Job stands out as a powerful lesson in faith, endurance, and integrity under trial. Their teachings present Job as a very real, historical man rather than a mere character in a moral tale, a person who lived during the patriarchal period, potentially around the time of or slightly before Abraham. According to their understanding, Job resided in the land of Uz, a region often believed to have been located somewhere east of the area later inhabited by the Israelites. The exact historical placement of Uz isn't definitively pinpointed, but the cultural and familial elements described in the Bible's account suggest a timeframe well before the nation of Israel was established, making Job a prime example of faithfulness to Jehovah God. The name Jehovah's Witnesses used for God, well before the law covenant given to Moses came into effect. In the narrative of the book of Job, Satan challenges the integrity and motives of God's loyal servant. The core issue revolves around why humans serve God. Satan asserts that people, including someone as upright as Job, only obey and honor God when life is comfortable and blessed. If those blessings were removed, Satan claims, even the most devout worshiper would abandon God. Jehovah, fully confident in Job's wholehearted devotion, permits Satan to test this claim. What follows is a cascade of devastating events in Job's life. He loses his immense wealth, which included large herds of livestock. He tragically loses all his children, and he even loses his personal health, suffering debilitating, painful sores over his entire body. Throughout this ordeal, Job is also weighed down by the misguided counsel of his three companions, Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar, who each have their own theories as to why he is suffering. They insinuate that Job must have done something seriously wrong to invite such calamity. Another man, Elihu, eventually steps in with a more balanced perspective, correcting some of the misunderstandings introduced by Job's companions, though still not providing a complete answer to the question of why the righteous suffer. Jehovah's Witnesses emphasize that the account highlights a crucial universal issue. The integrity of God's worshippers is on trial. Will humans love and serve God only when it benefits them, or can they remain faithful even under severe adversity? According to JW.org materials, Job's example shows that humans can maintain integrity out of genuine love and deep respect for their Creator. Job did not serve Jehovah simply to gain material prosperity or a trouble-free existence. Rather, he demonstrated loyalty and faith even when he could not understand why these calamities had befallen him. This underscores the idea, central to Jehovah's Witnesses' interpretation, that Jehovah God was not the source of the suffering. Instead, he was allowing a test to prove the depth and sincerity of Job's loyalty. In this, Job's integrity becomes a beacon for all faithful worshippers who face trials, whether severe illnesses, family tragedies, natural disasters, or other hardships. Furthermore, Jehovah's Witnesses highlight that Jehovah himself eventually intervened, not by giving Job a direct explanation for his suffering, but by reminding Job of his unmatched wisdom and power through a series of rhetorical questions. As described in the scriptural record, Jehovah speaks, out of a windstorm, using examples from creation to illustrate the vast difference between divine understanding and human understanding. For witnesses, this reassures believers that they can trust God's perspective and purpose even if they do not see the full picture. Job humbly acknowledges this, recognizing his own limitations and reaffirming his trust in Jehovah. The outcome of the account is another essential piece of the lesson. Jehovah restores Job's health and prosperity, blessing him with even greater riches than before. He grants Job a new family and allows him to live a long, full life, witnessing multiple generations of descendants. According to Jehovah's Witnesses, while this blessing does not negate the severity of the previous trials, it confirms that God appreciates and rewards steadfast loyalty. Yet the spiritual significance surpasses any material restoration. Job has successfully upheld Jehovah's sovereignty, proving Satan's accusation false. To this day, Jehovah's Witnesses regard Job's example as living proof that humans can serve God out of genuine love and devotion, not merely for what they can get from him. This account is frequently referenced in Jehovah's Witnesses publications, including those on jw.org, as a source of comfort and encouragement. They often point to Job's steadfastness as a model for modern believers who face adversity. Whether dealing with personal health crises, financial struggles, persecution, or the loss of loved ones, Jehovah's Witnesses look to Job as an inspiration, reminding them that integrity to God is not contingent upon pleasant circumstances. Additionally, the book of Job reinforces their understanding that we live in a world influenced by the original rebellion against divine sovereignty. The sufferings we witness are not orchestrated by God, but rather allowed as part of a larger issue of loyalty and integrity that goes back to the Garden of Eden. Just as Job was eventually vindicated, Jehovah's Witnesses believe that, in due time, Jehovah will completely resolve all suffering, reward faithful endurance, and restore righteousness to the earth. Job's reputation for righteousness is so strong that the Bible later mentions him alongside Noah and Daniel, other men known for their faithfulness in difficult times. The Christian apostle James commends Job's endurance, encouraging first-century Christians, and by extension modern readers, to imitate his patience and steadfastness in the face of trials. Please share and like and please subscribe.